When CDPR revealed the new image of FemV, it unsurprisingly caused some consternation, particularly amongst those who had developed an attachment to the original FemV. Depending upon where you go on the net, you will find some very colourful commentary on the new look. Individuals have different preferences on what they find physically attractive or appealing, so it's not surprising that passionate fans are feeling energetic about the topic. One point of discussion I've seen repeated is that the new FemV looks more cyberpunk. The old one was too attractive. This suggests a lack of familiarity with Mike Pondsmith's cyberpunk and the aesthetic of his world, which is worth clarifying. From the outset, the world-building, writing and rules system of Cyberpunk 2020 deliberately created an aesthetic framework for players. The cardinal rule of Cyberpunk, after all, is style over substance. It doesn't matter how well you do something, as long as you look good doing it. A player's personal style is central to their interaction with the game. A significant element of this was attractiveness, which originally was an essential stat. Unsurprisingly, attractiveness determined how good looking you are. In Cyberpunk, it's not enough to be good. You must look good while you're doing it. Attitude is everything. Attractiveness was important to medias and rocker boys, as being good looking was part of their jobs. It will also have a myriad of skills associated with the stat. For example, personal grooming. This was the skill of knowing proper grooming, hairstyling, etc. to maximize your physical attractiveness and increase chances of successful relationships or persuasions. A basic good looking person would be at +2. A fashion model might have a personal grooming of +6, at +8, or better. You could be a supermodel, film star, or influencer. The core rulebook described it as, you're always together, and you know it. The right clothes to wear, when to wear them, and how to look cool, even in a spacesuit. Attractiveness does not feature in Cyberpunk 2077 or Cyberpunk Red, not because the stat became irrelevant within the world building, rather because as a game mechanic, it was open to abuse or difficult to implement in a meaningful way. Attractiveness was often used as a dump stat. In Cyberpunk, modifying your physical features with surgery or cyberware replacements was relatively easy if you had enough eddies. I could literally take my Eurosolo character to a local biotech facility and tell them, transform me into FemV and modify my voice while you're at it. The second problem with the attractiveness stat is, how do you quantify attractiveness? Cyberpunk 2020 set out some guidelines. But the reality is, when you have a group of passionate people playing the game in real time, discussions can become rather complex. Qualities which can influence whether a character is attractive, such as personality or voice, were not given as much weight as perhaps they should have. Previously, CDPR did not shy away from creating attractive characters or exploring mature themes surrounding sexual or romantic endeavors. For example, in 2013 they went with Katarzyna Danisz, a former Polish model whose modeling portfolio included Playboy, as their cyber psycho lady. Some might call it fan service. Alternatively, it's doing what is best for business. Does the new FemV represent CDPR deviating away from their original modus operandi? Only time will tell. Thank you for chipping in.